Happy Brain, Happy Life show with Dr. Myrelis Aponte, Dr. Mimi. And it is my pleasure to be able to share with you through this show neuroscience strategies that will help you improve not only the way you feel, but the way you think and the way you act and grow throughout life. I'm a clinical neuropsychologist with more than 15 years of experience helping people understand their brain in the most practical and simple ways so you're able to make changes to your life in an instant. Wouldn't you like to immediately be able to change the way you think in a matter of seconds? Feeling more clear, clarity, inspiration, but not only that, creativity and feeling energized as to you are able to make the best decisions in your life when your brain is happy and you're feeling happy. So, my goal with this show is that you're able to incorporate into your daily life simple, easy strategies that will make your life so much easier. My goal is to empower you to create a life of design and not default. And this actually starts with understanding the brain as your key instrument to understanding your thoughts and the way you act. So come join me and happy brain, happy life, and let's start learning what making a happy brain is all about. So come on and join me. Today, we're going to talk about what homeostasis is. Now, homeostasis sounds like a big scientific word, but what it really means is come from a Greek word that means to be stable. And what that means is that within our bodies, we have the ability to stabilize our system and to make it work at its best. Actually, your brain is the best machine that you actually have within your two ears. Yes, I call it sometimes a little crazy between the ears because it actually comes with programmed activity, right? Your past experiences throughout life have actually incorporated in you patterns of thought, patterns of behavior, patterns of feelings. So our brain needs our help in making it understand that we certainly can change all of that in a heartbeat. Wouldn't it be nice to start using simple strategies that you are able to understand where your brain is coming from? What are your subconscious thoughts? Why were they there? And how you can actually move forward to changing those thoughts, but literally by starting with how your brain is doing. Now, every single experience that we have had throughout life have made a mark in our brains. It has actually imprinted patterns and processes, not only at the thought level, but primarily at the biological level. So today I want you to understand what homeostasis is and the three factors that it actually impacts and affects and simple strategies that you can start using today to make it work better for you. Would you like that? So let's get started. Homeostasis is that equilibrium in our bodies. Our cells are made up of three things. Our brain is made up of three main things. One is our biological piece, which means our anatomy, how it's composed, right? Our brain actually has two hemispheres, a left and a right hemisphere. Let me show you right here with my model. It has two sides, right? A left hemisphere, a right hemisphere. And in addition, it actually has a long fissure right in the center. And this actually lets us know that our two hemispheres don't really touch one another. It was made in such an amazing way that we can actually separate almost these hemispheres. And in the inside, we actually have other structures aside from our cortex. And the cortex is our thinking part of the brain, but the inside or structures are more of our innate, pre-programmed behavior, right? Let's put it like this. It's the thinking pieces of that computer that were already installed there from before you were born. And so these pieces actually are the ones who stop our thoughts from going forward and taking that space of awareness. Now, when we understand our biological piece and how it works, and this is what we are going to be developing throughout Happy Brain, Happy Life, believe me, it's not a neuroanatomy course, but it will teach you why sometimes we have such a hard time thinking better, memorizing better, paying attention better. My goal is to actually teach you that first factor of your biology, if you have all your pieces together, we are able to make changes today. Now, the second factor that I want to show you today is actually the chemical part of it. Now, although I'm not able to demonstrate to you with this physical model all the chemicals that are moving around within our brain is responsible for all the chemical interactions in our body. That means releasing good chemicals, releasing not such good chemicals, but more than anything, protecting itself and releasing itself from stressors in our environment. That is what our brain is really made for. So, how we balance those chemicals out is what is called homeostasis. Now, there is one more piece to this puzzle that is also key to homeostasis, which is our physical energy. And that means all of our cells require physical energy to be able to move uh, the chemicals from one side of the other within the cells. Now, for this to happen, we need to have what? Life, right? We need to have some level of energy within our body. That is why everything around us in this universe is based on energy. And energy is key. If you went to school and you learned about ATP and all the energy that is required for our cells to do their work, then you can understand that your anatomy, your biology, right, your chemistry, and your physics within your body are key for us to understand why we feel, why we think, and how we act. Now, our brain is really the main character within everything that we do. Our arm wouldn't be able to move without our brain thinking of it moving. I wouldn't be able to speak my words right now without my brain articulating what I want to think. And right now, I'm a good Latina from Puerto Rico, so that means my brain is scrambling inside to find the proper English words to use for you to understand me in the English language. So my brain is in constant work. And we take the least amount of attention in understanding how it truly can work for us. We have thought of our brain or our thoughts as something outside of our body. And I want you with Happy Brain, Happy Life to understand that it starts within your brain, that it starts within what happens, how I take care of it, and how I use it to move forward. So I invite you to take a journey with me in Happy Brain, Happy Life, and understand that as we move along, I want you to apply simple strategies. Would you like to start with one today? Then let's go for it. I want you to do a breath work for me. And if you have listened to so many fantastic lessons on breath work actually helps your brain get oxygenated. And so if you do this either while sitting down or even standing up, I actually prefer standing up because we are able to use our thinking brain and activate our thinking brain as our feet are planted on the ground. So when we are moving, our brain has to activate the cortex and not work from its more instinctive structures. So if you can see, my brain is looking for words, right? And that's fantastic. I love seeing it. I used to get so scared of it, but now that I understand so much how my brain works, I love the fact that it's saying, hey, how do I say this in English? And it looks for it and it scrambles it out, and I'm able to look the miracle of being able to speak more than one language because your brain is capable of it. So take advantage of that. So, one breath exercise that I want to teach you, and let's start with this today as our first show of Happy Brain, Happy Life. Super simple. You can do this in 1 minute of your life. Can you believe that you can take 1 minute of your life and make your brain better today? Yes, you can. So, what you're going to do is you're going to put one hand in your belly right here and one hand in your chest, okay? And what I want you to do is to breathe through your nose in 4 times, and then we're going to exhale in 7 times, right? So you're going to count in your head in for 4 and 7 for exhale. However, I don't want you to lift your hand in your chest. I only want the hand in your belly to be the one that lifts, because we really have to use that diaphragm breathing so that we can really expand our lungs and get as much oxygen as we can to our brain. And we're going to do this 3 times before we say goodbye today. So let's breathe in through our nose for 4 times. Exhale through 7. And smile it out as you exhale. Inhale 4. Exhale 7. One last time. Inhale 4. And exhale 7. I hope you're feeling that movement in your belly hand. That means you're breathing properly. You can do this throughout your day. I hope right now you're feeling a level of alertness like I am, and excitement, because oxygenation makes actually your brain be extremely more alert, and that can last you for quite some time. So do this before you go into a meeting. Do this maybe before your next Zoom meeting. Do this before you're going to sit down with somebody to talk a particular topic that might not be so easy. I can guarantee you your brain is going to be super happy, and that means that a happy brain will equal to a happy life. See you on the next one. Take care.